back to my channel. My name is Vargas. Today we're gonna do a little Torrid haul, very reminiscent of the past. I have a love-hate relationship with Torrid. I love that they are a super accessible retailer. They are in a lot of malls and stuff. You can get to them, unlike many plus-size retailers. I hate that they seem to constantly just re-release the exact same thing all the time, just slightly different colors, slightly different print. I hate that. I do. But it must be working because you don't hear about Torrid going out of business every other day like some other retailers. I went ahead and I scooped some things up, some things that I think you guys might enjoy. Fingers crossed that when I post this, there's a sale. There is a sale and it's so good. Most of this stuff is literally half of what I paid for it right now for Memorial Day, so get on it. First things first, this is the only swimsuit that I got that is not a high-waisted option. Obviously, I've had a tummy tuck, so things are gonna fit me a little bit differently, but I really wanted to showcase a true plus-size retailer, and I am still a size 16. Across the board, every single thing that I got is a size 1 at Torrid. I will link absolutely everything down below. It'll probably be available when you see this. It does still have quite a bit of coverage for me. It's obviously going to be loose here in the front. If you had a little bit of lower belly, I do think this would cover it very nicely and still give you that low-rise effect. You can fully customize like how tight or loose you want the sides of this one. They call this ultra cheeky. I wouldn't call this ultra cheeky. Like, my whole cheek is not exposed. This does not feel ultra cheeky. Whatever you say, Torrid. Top? I'm obsessed. I love sleeves on a swimsuit, especially if you've been out and about and you got burnt and you're trying to cover yourself up, but you're still trying to enjoy the vibes, the rest of your vacation, your summer, whatever. Cover yourself up a little bit. It's nice. It's a nice little change of pace. Still use sun protection, but a little coverage never hurt nobody. Really cute. It does have some padding in here, and it's actually lined. Like, there's a whole separate lining, which I'm really loving because it makes you feel super secure. Like, the girls are in there, they're locked up, they're living their best, and then you have this top that kind of just goes down over it, and I love it. I'm obsessed. Let's get into the next one. Hold on a second. Before I put on the matching top to this, I realized this actually matches. It has the exact same pink in the bottom, so if you're not into the little low-rise situation, that's fair. They have these bottoms which match perfectly in case you wanted a little more coverage. So to me, Torrid's Active and Torrid Swim have always run kind of small. And Eloquii is the same way. That's another really good plus-size retailer. They make really nice swim too. I find they both run small with swim, and I don't know if that's just an across-the-board thing, but in straight sizes, I don't really see that happening. So maybe it's just a plus thing, I don't know. But I've also found, because I've purchased so much Torrid Swim in my years, drawers are still full of it. It has longevity. It will last you, but it's like the exact same silhouettes every year. So if you already got it, unless you're like obsessed with a new print, you probably don't need to repurchase because they have the exact same fit. They are still too tight on the thigh, in my opinion. The leg openings have never been quite what they need to be. I realize I have very large legs. That's fine. It normally matched everything else, and it was still always too small. So to this day, it remains a little too small on my legs. That's fine. It's not so small that it's like cutting off circulation. It's just something that I've always noticed, and I wish they would just give you a little more elasticity there, but it's fine. They're calling this a full coverage, and I would say they are right. Like, pretty much my entire butt cheek is covered. It is obviously a high waist. It goes quite high in the front. It goes quite high in the back. They have the ruching down the front, as usual. They always do. And then the matching little top. I've had this top many times as well. It's very comfortable. It has the pads in it. I think, again, they would benefit from a different type of elastic here. I realize you want it to stay in place if you're actually in a pool and swimming and stuff, but I just think they could do a little bit better there. However, overall, I think it looks good, right? Like, I'm nice and covered up. I'm ready to have a good time. I can move around. I'm not worried about slipping out anywhere. It's a good time. I like it. This was one of those tops where you have to trust the process and try not to cry when you get trapped. I succeeded. Got it on. This has a little caging in the front, which is always really fun and cute, but just know the tan lines on these are usually not fun and cute, but it's fine. This is, you know, you'll live. It's not a big deal. It's very fitted. More fitted than the first two for sure. And then the bottom, they're calling this their cheeky cut. So it has more cheek than the last one, less cheek than the first one. For me, it's doing this very interesting thing where it's almost catching the very center of my butt and making it look like a second butt. It's not cute. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. If you can, look away, shield your eyes. Again, we have the high rise, we have the ruching. Always love these, like the little peekaboo mesh here on the side. I think that's really cute. I think the print's really cute, the color's really cute, especially if you have like tan skin. I am wearing self-tanner right now. I still wouldn't necessarily call myself tan, but yeah, it has these little palm trees on it. It's very fun. For me, the front goes up higher, and that is obviously because I don't have my lower belly, but normally when I did, it would come down, I would say, to about right here. I normally had a good few inches in between the two, and the back, I feel like used to go up higher. Like, I definitely feel like more of my back is exposed. Not sure why. This was so hard to get on, and I do my short form after I do my YouTube videos, which means I'm gonna have to put it on again. I don't know. Okay, the color on this one I'm kind of in love with. This is the only one I'm showing you that has the underwire, so you can see they're sitting up a little higher than they were before, a little more visible here because the cut does come down a bit. I love that. That's a good time. This was significantly easier to get on because this one actually has a thing back here so that you can close it. But even if that popped open, like it's trying to, you're still fine because you have an actual band. But the band is not crazy tight. I'm not sure why this is opening. Maybe I need to loosen it probably. These ones are kind of fun because you can also sort of adjust them a bit. They are very long. I mean, they are up to the nips. They're pretty long. Now, obviously, if you have a little bit of belly, it's going to be a little bit lower than it is on me. It's still quite high, and with the last one I was telling you, it doesn't go up that high in the back. Not the case here. This one can actually touch if you really wanted it to, unless you have like crazy amount of booty, then perhaps not. This one doesn't say, I couldn't see what it said as far as the coverage, but it feels like a full coverage. But you can pull this shorter, which is something I've always loved with these ones. You can pull it shorter on the side and make it suit whatever look you want. You can also pull it way longer. I'll pull the other side longer. So for me, I like to have that big chunky piece of my thigh. I like that little thigh meat hanging out. That's a good look for me. I enjoy that. If you don't, that's okay. You can pull it down and give it more of that like old like 60s bathing suit kind of vibe, and you can just tie it down here. So you see, if you want to make it longer, you can make it longer. If you want to make it shorter, you can make it shorter. Now, one thing I do like that Torrid has been doing is they have sets. You know, some people love it, some people hate it. I love it. Now we're talking about a whole outfit for $50 from Torrid. That's a pretty good deal. First and foremost, keep in mind, friends, your girl's only 5'4", and this is hitting me at the perfect length. So if you are much taller than that, you're gonna wanna kinda picture this more as a midi. Some pockets in here. It is a full on skirt. There's nothing underneath as far as like shorts or anything funky down there. Actually appreciate that. I'm getting kind of tired of the tight shorts being underneath every damn thing. I appreciate it sometimes, but sometimes I just want a skirt. It doesn't all have to be a skirt. The top, keep in mind, I'm faking it with the bra right now. This is a regular bra. If I had a regular strapless on, it would look better, cleaner, flatter. It's nice. The entire thing's super stretchy, and you can totally control how open or closed you have it. When I first put it on, it was a lot further apart, and perhaps that's what you're supposed to do. Oh yeah, you probably are. Let's do it the right way. Okay, if you have a choking kink, this might be for you. Hi! Oh, hi, cutie pie! Oh, that's so cute! I think this is so adorable. Let me show you from the back. Nice and thick. Like, you have plenty of space back here. It's definitely gonna cover even your widest bra if you really gotta, you know, keep them girls in there. It's gonna cover that, and then it goes pretty high. The back is completely stretchy up top. This is so cute. I love it. I do wish it was in a different color for me personally, but I'm sure it will look absolutely lovely on many of you. Okay, let's talk about this one. So again, it looks like a set. This one, however, is sold separately. This is just like linen, very thin, very see-through. I think you can see my underwear through there. You can certainly see the tag through it. You know, maybe like a beachy moment, or make sure you have like nude undergarments on. Very similar length to the skirt, and if you're 5'4", you might enjoy this one, okay? Because it's hitting just at the ankle. You could wear a really cute little flat sandal and be perfectly fine. We once again have our pockets, and then we have a stretchy little waistband all the way around. I really wanted some linen pants. Like, these are kind of hitting the mark. They're not too tight on my legs. They don't really have any stretch though either, so keep that in mind. The only stretch is up here, and what that means is as you wear it, they are bound to stretch out a bit. So for the top, I thought this was so cute. Again, faking the bra. It would look better if I didn't. Top has a little bit of rubber here, so it'll kind of keep it in place. This you can adjust. So we have this cute little ruffle, and then the entire back is smocked. So lots of room, very stretchy. And right here, if you want to, you can shrink it all the way down, and you can have yourself a cute little booby moment. And personally, I really like the look of this. I think this is cute. You're showing just a tiny bit of skin. I think this is such a cute little look, especially if you have like the right bra situation on. I'm changing into the next outfit, but I kept the pants on at first, and I was like, hold on. Do I kind of love the pants with the little black like tube top situation. And then I bought these big old shoes from Torrid too. And I did size down because their wide width I feel also run longer than a typical shoe. So even though I'm normally a 9, I normally go down to like 8.5, 8. What do we think? I'm not 100% sold or anything on this, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like in case maybe in your brain you were like, oh, I would like that with the black top. I'm just here to say you probably would, girl. But yeah, I went to 8.5. Truth be told, I could have done the 8. They're still a little, I don't have really wide feet, but I love Torrid shoes because they're just wide enough. If I go down a full size, they're just wide enough to give me that little extra bit of breathing room. It's really only 1 foot too, so I'm doing this for you, lefty, because righty knows how to play its part and get into, you know, regular Steve Maddens and stuff like that. But I will always appreciate Torrid for their vast array of shoe and boot options in wide widths and extra wide widths. We love to see it. So these are the ones. They are nice and big, platform, clonking around kind of shoes. Loose shoes mean my toes have to like grip. I don't want that, okay? I'm not Celine Dion. I'm not over here like, bring me the shoe. I'll make it fit.
I'll make them work. I'll make them fit. Shoes with my feet like this and sometimes like this to hold on to them. From 6 to 10, give it to me. I love them. Here we go.
No, that's not me, girl. I'm not making it fit. It's a set, okay? And you might be like, girl, that's not anything to write home about, right? Okay, look, we got a little slit. Somebody might be writing about it. It's cute. I like it. It's obviously very comfortable. It's just like a super stretchy material. It's a nice, simple 2-piece black set. Perfect for like summertime fun. The top is completely smocked all the way around. Super stretchy, very basic. Could you find something very similar to this on Shein? Probably. I'm gonna say yes. You probably could. The regular price of this is $100. That's crazy. I don't like that. But I do think that the material itself feels better than what you would be getting from one of those other websites. However, do with your money what you will, girl. Here we have another set that's not a set technically. So the top is independent of the bottom and it's nice and flowy. It does have elastic on the bottom, but it gives you that kind of like billowy type of bottom. I want to say this is part of their like boho collection. They've released a lot of different collections and some of them I think are so fun and some of them I don't understand the pricing. And then some of them I'm like, what does this name even mean? Like the Café con Leche collection, I was like, this is so bland. Why call it Café con Leche if you're not gonna have any flair, any flavor, if you will? Like, what? Oh, I don't understand. Here's the top. It's fun. It's a little off the shoulder, super smocked on top. I'm sure you're familiar with this kind of style. And then we have elastic here, elastic here. It's lovely. I love it. It's great. Now, they had it with the shorts. So I decided to get the shorts, even though to me it's kind of a lot altogether, but at the same time, I love a set. And I feel like a set makes you look pulled together like that. Like with very little effort, boom. You got head to toe matchy-matchy. It looks incredible to me. So there's no pockets. We're discovering that together now. But there are some layers. I did have to steam pretty much all of this because it is wrinkly type of fabric. That's okay sometimes, you know, it's worth it. So we have some layers and the back also has layers. It's technically a skirt, but it has shorts underneath. But I do like that the back looks like a skirt. I don't always like when you can tell that it's a skirt. Like I don't necessarily want skirt in the front, shorts in the back, but this one does literally have shorts all the way around. However, it has a couple of layers of material still over the top. It's very flowy. It's really pretty. I think individually the bottoms, really pretty on their own, would be great with a different top. The top would be very great on its own with a different bottom. I have the millennial urge to tuck. You know, I like to get you mid-change. What do we think of these two together? The blue, the white. It's kind of fun, right? Okay, the top, right? Let's talk about it. The little eyelet situation, the 3 little ties in the front. It's loosey-goosey. It's pretty. I think it's pretty. It's different. It's something I like to see coming out of Torrid. It's a little different than what they normally release, and I appreciate that because, you know, a little innovation is fun sometimes. Then we have the bottom. The bottoms. Okay, so it's tiered. There are obviously lots of layers here. To be honest with you, this kind of really makes me feel even more Mexican than I am because that's the vibe that the skirt gives me. Like, it gives me, you know, I want to put on mariachi music and go dance around. That's the vibe that the skirt gives me. And that might be why I was so drawn to it. What was keeping me from it, because I was drawn to it from the second I first saw it. I don't even know how long ago. The skirt regular price, USD, is $150, $151. Canadians, I'm so sorry. We will have a ceremony for your wallets later, okay? Guys, $150? I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it 1,000 times and finally I got it. If somehow you could get it on sale or something, it's beautifully made. It really is. Like, it feels lovely. You can feel that there is some effort put into it. The layers are really nice. It has a nice little weight to it. It feels nice. It's so beautiful. I just wanted to show it to you guys. Everyone I saw in the comments loved it. All the reviews loved it. So I don't know. It's different. Torrid was trying to give us something and they said, look, if you want it, you're gonna have to pay for it. It recently came to my attention. I don't have any plain white fitted shirts. I have none. How? I have no idea how that happened, but I don't have any. So you're gonna get me in this little baby tee. It makes me think of the girl from Big Daddy.
You don't gotta do that anymore. Look at that, you guys wear the same size t-shirt, that's cool.
What's this I hear about you doing laundry with my sister?
Makes me feel like her. Anyway, I feel like I borrowed this from a toddler. Here to show you the vest. The vest itself has so much like stretch and give in it, and it's just such a good cut. I've been looking for them everywhere, and there are some things that a plus size retailer just does better than everybody else, and it's stuff like this. Like, they think about the fit on a plus size body, and I can appreciate that. So I really, really, really like this vest a lot. So cute. And I love that it has a little bit of give, but it's not like a super stretchy vest. And then I have this little skirt situation on the bottom. It's not my favorite. I don't think the fit is great. It's like a linen, so it doesn't really have any stretch. I find it's a little bit tight on my thighs. I do like that it has a little wraparound thing in the front, but just like what I was talking about earlier, in the back you can tell that it's a pair of shorts and not an actual skirt. That's okay sometimes, I don't mind it, but other times kind of wish it would have just looked like a skirt. It has elastic in it, it's nice and stretchy, but again, keep in mind that overall it's not a stretchy material. But the vest, the vest is great. I'm sad to say this is the end, guys. I don't have anything else to show you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see more. Even if there's more stuff you want to see from Torrid, or if there's other plus size retailers new releases, maybe Eloquii if you guys are into that. When they have a sale, ooh, girl, stock up, because their stuff is so nice. Oh, it's just so nice. Or if there's any other plus size retailers you can think of that you would like to see me share about. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.